Go.
Let's go.
And
Man, we should have actually thought of like an intro for this. Like something we should do something, make it like official,
like
cool, like
or something.
Like, welcome to Sonic CCD.
It's
like CCD, but instead of Catholicism,
it's Sonicism. The CCD stands for Chaos Control Doctrine. It's a working title. We're thinking of something better for it to stand for. If you have any better ideas,
we thought of other things. It's not easy. It's difficult. We're trying our hardest. You're gonna have to bear with us though, because I'll be honest. I think we're all you got at the moment in terms of freaking Sonic the Hedgehog.
I mean, in depth
lore in history.
No one's going to talk about Sonic X like I'm about to talk about Sonic X. I'm excited.
They're all too scared.
Are you excited?
I'll be honest. I'm fascinating. I'm fascinated. I'm fascinated. I also have a horrible self-ego. Oh, it is off the goddamn rail. It is. I'm almost as freaking cool as Sonic though. So
it's good to know. Good to know that you're confident. So anyway, let's get into it. Where do we even begin?
I think we should explain. We're going to be doing Sonic X.
Sonic X.
That was a TV show.
It was a TV show, rather an anime that aired in the early 2000s. I think it was 2003 to 2004, something like that.
Was it actually an anime?
Yeah, it was actually originally an anime that aired in Japan. The first 2 seasons aired in Japan in 2003, 2004, something like that. The third season actually was like direct to DVD and only aired in Japan on TV this year, which is interesting.
What?
I only found that out after having watched all of it, but I thought that was interesting.
How long have reruns been going on over there?
Nice. Like it never aired in Japan is a thing. Like
I mean, for the other shows, there's still like there's still enough of an audience.
I don't think they did. I don't think they were just rerun for that long.
There's still enough of an audience. We'll give them the third. Third season.
It was an early 2000s anime that aired in Japan, and it is very early 2000s anime wise. Like there's a lot of really like bizarre CGI and like weird background filters and like digital effects and stuff. It's mostly noticeable in the first season because they're like, you know, still getting used to all this animation stuff that they're doing, all this crazy wacky bullshit. The animation gets more consistent as the show goes on. Aside from a few things which I'll point out, mostly to do with Sonic and Shadow's quills, but
honestly, it does feel kind of cartoonish in the design, like just the way it looks. Though just on the way like the better end of cartoon.
The art style is meant to look like the artwork that was done for the Sonic Adventure games. I forget the name of the guy, but he's been doing the Sonic artwork like for a while. But like the artist that drew like the cover art and stuff of like, you know, Sonic doing his pose, doing his cool things. It's inspired by that art. It's sort of like a similar design, and that like style was specifically inspired by like graffiti, like American graffiti and stuff.
Which is inspired by graffiti?
Yeah, it's meant to look like graffiti.
Oh, well, now I have to look up the box art for Sonic Adventure.
Don't look up the box art. Just look up like Sonic Adventure promotional. Actually, I'll just bring it up. Sonic, so I can show you Sonic Adventure art.
It looks like those little icons, the things I think look like the like stickers you have on your iPhone.
Yeah,
that you can send to people or whatnot.
But like,
it looks like those. Only it's the exact same emotion every time.
Yeah, but essentially it's supposed to look like graffiti, which is like American inspired.
I think I do sort of see it. And
this show sort of took that art style and like simplified it to make it more anime, like easier to animate rather.
Yeah. Fair enough.
So anyway. As I was getting to earlier, so this is a show. This is a Japanese show. It originally aired in Japan. It has all the original like Sonic voice cast, like Japanese Sonic voice cast from the video games. But when it was and when it was aired in America, it was dubbed by 4Kids, and like 4Kids are notorious for their terrible dubs and localizations because
that is highly controversial, Ivy.
Highly controversial opinion. But fuck 4Kids, I hate them.
I love 4Kids. Do you remember that time when they had all the 4Kids people sing the freaking national theme, the national anthem? There was Sonic the Hedgehog. They had the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They had the Silver Surfer singing the American national anthem.
Yeah.
I love it. I love them.
But yeah. So like
absolutely.
So yeah, they like everyone knows how like in like their dub of One Piece, they changed a lot of things, like removed like guns and stuff and like blood and heavily censored
cigarettes
things.
To lollipops.
Like, yeah, like cigarettes to lollipops, like all that type of shit. And like it's kind of lesser known that they did all the exact same shit to Sonic X. I feel like not a lot of people recognize that fact when they think of, oh yeah, Sonic X, that terrible TV show. And I'm just like,
you could say that was actually unknown to me.
Yeah, it's not that well known that Sonic X was like heavily censored, like all the other 4Kids shows that aired. So yeah, and that's something I want to stress. Like hold on, actually, I had a fucking like link somewhere of like every single change. Well, not every single, because they stopped doing. They stopped like writing down the changes after a certain mark.
They got married. They moved on. They couldn't. They couldn't keep.
Yeah, it was like every single change that 4Kids made. A lot of it was like script things, because like there is some cursing in this show that they did not want on children's television.
Really?
Yeah.
The Hedgehog?
Okay, well, Sonic the Hedgehog does actually curse like in the video games in Japanese. Like
what?
Like everyone.
What?
Everyone looks at Shadow the Hedgehog and they're like, "Oh man, they're cursing and stuff. That's so weird." But I went
he says some of the lightest.
Like a few weeks ago, I was just curious, so I played through all of Sonic Adventure 2 in Japanese because I was like, I want to see how they do. I love these voice actors; they're really good. And like as soon as I get grabbed by a ghost in Pyramid Cave, fuck that level. Oh my god, I hate those ghosts. I got grabbed by a ghost. He grabbed me by the ghoulies, and Sonic is like, "Ksuh," and I'm like, what? Why is he yelling shit? Okay. Interesting.
Shit?
Yeah, he literally yells shit as soon as he gets grabbed by a ghost in Japanese. And I'm like,
is cursing just more acceptable over there?
Well, the thing is with cursing in Japanese is it's a little strange because like a lot of how cursing works is just saying things very rudely. There's like very few words that are specifically curse words. Like it's more of just like negating things that are polite in sentences. Like if you know anything, if you've heard anyone say desu before, like if you ever heard of a person say desu, they're like that they're saying that specifically to be polite, because it's a polite way of speaking, and you can simply like omit stuff like that, and like add in words that are like more rude sounding and aggressive. Also, you can roll your R's a lot more, and you'll just sound like a fucking gangster. But you know,
different, a very interesting culture. It's interesting that it is like that.
Yeah,
it's very interesting to think there's just a word that implies politeness when you say it. Fair enough.
I mean, it's not strictly desu. It's just that's like the most common word when you're speaking like that.
I'm sure there's more than just desu. I'm sure there's other words that also,
Yeah, there are specific words like that.
I mean, there's like, we have a word that when you say it then inflects that, well, it's going to be a question now or this or that. Tone, of course, is also a thing. I don't know. It's fascinating. It's interesting to like think though. At least from like me, who would be a learner of the language, to see that and see it as at its most basic core, like, oh, that's how that works, as opposed to like, I know how English works. I know that if you say like, please, it's more polite, all that whatnot. But to see it from its most basic core is like, oh, you say that, it's more polite. it's a very different way than, oh, I've been raised at this, so I don't even think about these things. It's just completely this or that. It's not important, but yeah, just interesting. But nonetheless, yeah, 4 kids.
Yeah, like it is interesting, like some things that are just like lost in translation like that a lot of the times, and also like intentionally changed in translation. Like especially when if you, because like I don't speak Japanese, but I know a little bit, like very very basic phrases, I need to stress this, very basic understanding of any Japanese. And I'll just like pick up like a word in a sentence and be like, I wouldn't have translated like that. Like that's the sort of mindset that I take when I watch an anime. And so I'll hear them say something like, "Oh, shimata," which is.
Are you always a negative Nancy? I wouldn't have translated like that.
No, not all the.
I would not
always.
translate it.
No,
you're never like you're never in a good mood when you're watching anime.
That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say like
I'm just
like,
pulling your chain.
Like if someone doesn't have that understanding, they're just going to completely miss that aspect. Like they'll just misunderstand certain things because they only understand the subtitles, and sometimes the subtitles are just wrong.
It's one of those things. It's the reason why Google Translate was complete. It's the reason why Google Translate was completely unreliable for like the last 2 decades.
I mean, it's still very unreliable.
But it's much better than it was.
Specifically for Japanese, because it is a very context-driven language. Like a lot of like nouns and verbs and stuff in a sentence are just are like basically implied a lot of the time. So like you just assume what they're meaning a lot of the time, but which a computer can't really detect. Anyway, we've talked way too much about Japanese and translations. Let's actually talk about the show, because it's a very interesting show, and I like it a lot.
It is,
and 4Kids fucking ruined it, and I'm very upset. And that's the main thing that I wanted to convey here, is that 4Kids fucking ruined this show, and it has tarnished the reputation of this wonderful, beautiful show that I love.
So I have very limited actual like knowledge and viewing history of this show. I've seen like probably a handful total of episodes, and it was all, of course, the English dub, which was what do you call it?
Terrible.
4Kids.
4Kids.
But that's my only experience with it, and it's all like fever dreams. What I remember of it.
Yeah. What I remember about this show is like I was just at a friend's house, and they had like just been playing the last episode of the show just on, like they just had on demand, and they were playing the last episode of the show, and they're like, oh yeah, this is Sonic's show, and there's this character and this thing happens. I'm not gonna say it yet because I don't want to spoil it for later. But yeah, and I was like, ooh, that sounds cool. That sounds interesting and cool. And then like a couple years later, I got into like Dragon Ball Z. Like I was just watching it online, because that's what you did when it was 2007 and you had nothing to do for an entire summer. But like on the same website, I had just like found all of Sonic X in like the dubbed version, and I just was like, oh, I guess I'll watch that. And I remember being like, oh yeah, it was like kind of okay. I didn't like hate it, didn't like love it. Chris is really annoying. Fuck him. I hate him. Like that was like, just like the basic Sonic X take that everyone has. So for years, that was just like my thoughts on the show, and I was like, maybe I should actually watch the real show and not the butchered, horrible, mangled mess that is the 4Kids dub. So I did that, and I was like, damn, this is actually good. I had tried like a couple times. It's just really fucking hard to find this show with English subtitles that are like somewhat accurate. I managed to find a version. It is on Hulu apparently. I found out. I did not watch it on Hulu, but I watched I watched the Hulu subtitled version. I'll say that much.
Cool. Leave it at that.
There are some inaccuracies with the Hulu subtitles that I'll get into later, which annoy me, but you know.
Well, fair enough.
So yeah,
For all those Japanese fans who are just having the time of their life, don't worry, it's not over.
It's not over. So with all this preamble and meandering and bullshit out of the way, let's actually get
all
into
this context and dawdling.
Let's actually get into the show proper.
Yeah.
So the show starts out. We got Sonic. He's fighting Eggman. Eggman's got a base. He's got all the Chaos Emeralds. He's got Cream the rabbit in a glass bottle or something. Like a glass containment or something like that. She's trapped. Rouge is just like peering in on the situation. Tails and Knuckles and Amy all come to help as Sonic is like storming Eggman's base. This is how the show starts. Like coming in hot action. Eggman yells shit as soon as Sonic bursts into his fucking door, and every subtitle that I've found for some reason translates it as "fooey," and I hate it, and it annoys me so much.
I love Eggman saying "fooey" though. That's
Fooey
definitely
is really funny. It just annoys me. That's not what he's saying.
Fooey, Sonic.
And it's specific, and I'll get more into why that bothers me later, because there's like, actually in the next episode, literally the next episode is when it really starts to bother me that they translated it like this. But anyway, so you know, Sonic's like trashing the base and whatnot, and like he just like hits something wrong, and you know, because all the Chaos Emeralds are there, Chaos Control goes off like inadvertently, is like caused by the machine, and this causes like a dimensional rupture that teleports all of Sonic and his friends and Eggman into like the human world, essentially, is what happens here. So Sonic is
what?
They're all
wait a minute.
Yes. Okay.
That's a lot to take in.
Okay, so it's not exactly explained
is this
where.
The thing, there's Mobius and then there's Earth.
It's kind of like that, except it's never actually like their dimension is never actually named. Like it's they always refer to it as like Sonic's world. It's never like explicitly referred to as like Freedom Planet or Mobius or something like that. Yeah, so they are transported to the human world. And they're all separated at first.
Oh wait, I just want to take a small side tangent. I was really hoping you were going to say Sonic just hit something wrong. And he just throws out his back, and then he's just like, oh god, that's all I want to say. My back. Sorry.
Actually, there is one thing that I want to discuss about the back of Sonic.
Fan art about Sonic hurting his back?
No. And that is with his quills. This is something like I don't know whether to like it or dislike it, but for some reason, this is like a strange animation thing that they decided to do with this show. Is Sonic, from every single angle that he has ever shown from, always has 3 quills. It is 100% consistent with every single angle that he is shown at. He always has 3 quills. Like even from behind, it looks really strange considering he canonically has 6 quills. Except in this show, when he has 3, it's just a little bit strange sometimes. There are some weird angles that they come up with that just look very strange in certain places. It's not too bothersome. It's just like a weird oddity with this show that I noticed, and not like no one talks about it. No one has ever pointed it out.
Most people notice it. I don't think most people are counting the amount of quills Sonic has. I didn't even know he had
I just find it interesting that they like put so much effort into him always having 3 quills from every angle, considering there are other characters that have like a more 3-dimensional shape to their head, but he's like strictly 2-dimensional in this way.
I like it.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah. So Sonic's in the human world now. And the like everyone's separated. It's so far we're just following Sonic as he's like plopped into the middle of a street, like in the middle of in a city, in
just like a fish out of water.
Yeah. and like he's causing a traffic jam because everyone's like, "What the fuck is that? What's that big hedgehog? Why is he blue?" And the police show up and they're like, "Dude, what the fuck? There's this fucking hedgehog here. Let's catch it or something." And they try and catch it, and he's Sonic the Hedgehog. He gets away.
Yeah.
This is when shit starts to get really weird because the police, they call up this guy. He has a different name every time he shows up. He's this really strange character. I think his his actual name is Sam. But I'll get more into him later. But like, because it's hard to keep track of how many fucking names he has. But anyway, they call this guy in. He's like he's on the police force. He's like the Formula One race car driver.
This is an episode I've seen.
Yeah, this is the first episode.
For some reason, I thought it wasn't the police. I thought it was the fire. I thought it was the fireman.
Well, I mean, he is red. He is wearing red at all times, and he has like a posse of 4 other guys that just drive with him. I guess I don't know what. I'm just so confused by the fact that there's this Formula One driving policeman.
Yeah. Also, apparently,
it just confuses me to no end.
Take a step back. Apparently, childhood me thought, yeah, the fucking firemen had fucking Formula One cars as well. Just fire trucks and Formula Ones and whatnot. Yeah, that makes sense. Good job, Tom.
And so the police.
Way. Oh boy.
And so all the police like sort of just like corral Sonic into the freeway where the Formula One driver man can like catch up to him essentially.
That's a terrible idea.
Oh, the freeway is currently empty, I guess. I don't know why. The freeway for some reason is very barren a lot of the time. It sounds rather so strange.
Dangerous.
It does. But like the freeway is, I think there's probably like a throwaway line somewhere in there where they're like, "Oh yeah, just clear the freeways so we can catch this fucking hedgehog that's just running really fast."
Traffic.
He's directing oncoming traffic.
It's a roadkill.
But yeah, so these police guys, they're just driving really fast, trying to catch up to Sonic, and he's like fucking around with them, running backwards, jumping on their cars and shit, just being an asshole like he is, because Sonic's amazing.
He does not respect the police.
He does not respect authorities.
God damn.
But yeah, so and like the main guy, the main policeman, he like manages to catch up to Sonic, and he's like, I'll catch you. I'm going into boost mode. No one outspeeds me on the highways. And then Sonic just fucking blitzes past him. Sonic boom happens, and he's like, what the fuck? No one's ever been faster than me.
Let's just take a step back and just analyze that statement. No one goes faster than me on the highway, says the cop.
Yes, I know. This is the cop. This man, he's so strange.
Abuse of power, perhaps, maybe a little bit.
This is only the beginning. This is only the beginning. This man is so bizarre, unbelievably bizarre.
I like this character. He's fun.
He's very fun, but he's really strange.
Yes, that's what I love.
But yeah, Jesus, it's been 20 minutes and we're only on the first episode. Let me start picking up the pace, Sonic style. So anyway, Sonic, he goes. So apparently, this highway is not even fully completed, and Sonic goes so fast that he doesn't even see that the highway just ends and just fucking flies off at Mach pace off of it like a ramp.
Like a goddamn Wile E. Coyote trap.
Yeah, basically. and all the police officers are like, shit, he got away. Goddamn.
He got away.
Yeah.
He went into the ocean, probably.
Well, close. So yeah, he flies off into the distance and lands in a swimming pool. In a swimming pool in the backyard of one little spoiled rich kid named Chris Thorndike. And he notices, oh hey, what just happened? Did like a cat fall into the pool or something? He goes out and he sees someone struggling in the water.
He can't see anything because it's blue on blue. It completely blends in.
Sonic is a darker shade of blue than the chlorine blue of the pool.
How dare you?
Also, he's flailing around and making a lot of bubbles. But yeah, so
there's just all these bubbles. I didn't realize we had a hot tub. Whoa.
So Chris jumps in and he saves Sonic, and because Sonic can't swim, and he gets him out, and he's like, "Whoa, what are you?" And Sonic's like, I'm Sonic the Hedgehog." And he's like, "What the fuck? You can talk, dude? That's crazy."
I am now indebted to you for saving my life.
Also, I should.
I will grant you 2 wishes.
Also, I need to point out now that Sonic's Japanese voice actor is amazing. Specifically, well, one, because he's really good at playing the role of Sonic. He's like the best Sonic, basically.
It's one of the more important parts of doing the voice for Sonic.
Yeah, but secondly, he speaks in English constantly, which is amazing every time he does it. He always introduces himself as Sonic the Hedgehog, and it's like, yes, amazing. Sonic's great. I love him.
All right.
This yeah.
Why did they say it in English? Sonic is a Japanese thing. The brand is Japanese based.
Like most characters refer to him as Sonic, but like he always refers to himself as Sonic the Hedgehog.
Okay, fair enough. It also sounds like a German doctor or something like that. Nonetheless, go on.
But yeah, that's the end of the first episode.
That was the first episode?
That was the first episode.
Woo!
Well, yeah.
We're probably gonna have to do a part 2 for this.
Maybe. It's okay.
I'm loving it though.
The first season, not a lot happens in it, so I can like. Honestly, the setup was the most important part. Is that like Sonic is now in the real world? There's this kid named Chris that saved him from this pool, and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So next day, this is episode 2. So next day happens. Chris is like calling his parents, telling him, "Hey, I saved a cat from a pool last night. That was crazy, man." Also, I should mention Chris's parents are both rich and famous people who are literally never home.
They're too important.
They're too important for that. Except they really love their son. And will come home like maybe 3 or 4 times throughout the entire series.
Just to make sure he remembers.
Just to make sure he remembers that. This is actually very important for his character arc later, but let's not get into that.
All right.
But yeah, so Sonic's like, all right, dude, thanks for saving me and stuff, but like I gotta go find my friends because they're like, I don't know where they are, dude. This is not a good situation, dude. And he sees on TV that like Cream the Rabbit is just like on a billboard or something somewhere and has been captured by the police because they're like, dude, what is this rabbit? What is wrong with her? What is this strange being next to her that is a chow? I won't say much about cheese because the implications of cheese and chow in this universe are very strange. I'll get to that later.
Okay, put it on the back burner, keep it in your mind,
yeah,
put it in your back pocket.
So Cream is like captured and gonna be experimented on or something, and Sonic's like, Sonic is not having that.
Yeah.
So Chris is like, hey, let me ask my grandpa. He's like a super genius scientist, dude. If he can help deal with this sick stuff.
He is science, dude. His dad is. It doesn't make any sense because dimensions and whatnot, but it's Eggman is his grandfather.
No, it's not. Eggman is not his grandfather. His grandfather's name is Chuck. He is okay. I don't mind him. He's kind of an unintrusive character. Not terribly important. Not terribly interesting, but you know.
He's the Dr. Light to Eggman's Dr. Wily.
Maybe. He kind of looks like Dr. No, he doesn't look like Dr. Wily. What am I fucking talking about? But anyway, so him and his grandpa and Sonic, they all like go to this fucking Area 52 or something like that is what they called it or something like that.
Off-brand Area 51.
They go to Off-brand Area 51, which everyone knows the location of apparently, including them. And Sonic puts on a scouter that he gives them. It's just a Dragon Ball Z scouter that lets them talk to each other.
Okay. Fair enough.
You know, just standard communication device.
An earpiece will do, but that's fine too. Why not?
Will do, but a scouter is fine. So Sonic, runs in. He sneaks. Also, apparently, I think it's like a throwaway line of Chuck like used to work for Gunn or something, so that's why he knows anything about this facility and all the weak spots.
Gun is just the people who
I should establish who Gunn is. Gunn is it stands for the Guardian Units of Nations. I actually found that out at some point, and they are basically like the military slash government kind of the world.
Yeah, like it's if the UN was
was the military. If the UN was the military, it would be Gunn.
Yes.
So yeah,
they chose just like probably the worst goddamn acronym for someone who's supposed to keep peace.
The thing is, it made sense in Sonic Adventure 2 because they're supposed to be like authoritative and dictator-like.
Authoritarian.
Yeah, like, and Sonic's all anti-authority and whatnot. So it makes sense in that game. And then every time they've brought it back, it's just been like, why are they just like a regular like government and shit? It's like kind of strange. Why do they own the planet? It's so weird.
Like, oh yeah, there's the the Department of Eagles and another thing that starts with D, dead. That's just the Homeland Security. We have our CIA is called FUCK. I don't know. I'm not very creative. They've just got a very, very vulgar abbreviations this world.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
Well, yeah. So Sonic like sneaks in and manages to find Cream. He breaks her out. The lights go out miraculously. All the power goes out as he's trying to save her, and he's like, "Yes, sick. This is my chance." Well, and so he goes through these hallways. Lights turn back on. They manage to fix the lights, and they're like, "Whoa, oh no!" And Sonic's like, in English, he yells, "Shit!"
What? Why? They have a word for that.
They do, but Sonic is Sonic, and he will speak in whatever language he pleases. Like this, and the subtitles do say "shit" here. I mean, the full line is "shit."
They got it right.
They had no out there. He literally says it in English, but it just bothers me that there are so many other instances where they just don't translate it like that when he's not speaking in English. But yeah, Sonic curses in English. This is like the first instance. There are multiple instances. He curses in English. He is Sonic the Hedgehog. He does whatever the fuck he wants.
I guess so. Apparently.
Yeah.
Sonic's got a freaking dirty mouth.
Yeah, Sonic's awesome. So yeah. Anyway, he apparently in this building, every single security camera has a laser built into it. So there's there's like lasers shooting everywhere, and Sonic's jumping onto the security cameras, redirecting the lasers at the other lasers, blowing shit up, wrecking house. He escapes with Cream. Also, Tails is there. He's the one that turned off the power because he's sick and he's Tails.
Hey,
yeah,
mild power.
He's in the tornado because that's all he does in like the first
turn
two
off
seasons.
The lights whilst being in the tornado. How did he do that? Did he drop an EMP?
So he sent in like these like microchip paper plane things that went and destroyed all the power lines and shit or something like that. It's like it's like totally throwaway and never comes back again, but like it's just there. That's just what he did.
Technically a terroristic act against the world government.
Technically speaking, yes. But it's fine because Sonic saves the world like several times, so it's fine.
Cool because they're the good guys.
It's cool because
they're
the
allowed
good guys.
to do terrorism.
They're allowed to do terrorism
because they're the good guys. Yeah, sure. Why not? Continue.
Yeah. Oh, actually. All right. So that's like basically the end of episode 2. Like they all meet up and they're like, oh yeah, sick. We're all cool. We'll just like hang out at your house, Chris. You're our new landlord. Hello. Take us in, please. Next episode, Eggman shows up and he's like, I'm gonna fucking take over Station Square. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna destroy this place. Get fucked, y'all. And
what does that solve, Eggman?
He's gonna build Robotnik Land or something.
Why do you have to build up Station Square to build Robotnik Land?
I mean, you know,
Just do what Sealand does. Just build a thing like 5 miles off the coast where they can't fucking touch you.
Eggman's plans never make sense in the games, nor do they make sense in this show.
They don't.
Ever.
Right.
Yeah, so Eggman shows up and he's like, dude, I'm gonna destroy shit, and I think is this the episode? I think this is the episode where there's this running gag throughout the episode. I think it got cut because there are a few scenes with guns in them.
Fair enough.
During this, but
Is the gun the running gag?
no, the gun is not. No, it's just no. There's just like policemen holding guns that are just like, you know, in the background, and I assume they cut. I think they cut these scenes because of that. But
just policemen with guns in the background. It's a funny running gag.
No. There's this running gag of like Eggman like shows up and destroys shit, and he's like, all right, give me this city. I want to own this city. And the chief of police is like, yeah, no, you can't do that. And he blows something up, and chief of police is like, I'm gonna need to talk to a higher authority for that one. And then like later they go to the mayor or something, and the mayor's like, and you know, he blows something up, and the mayor's like, yeah, I'm gonna need to go to a higher authority for that one. They call the president.
Come on.
President shows up, and he's like, yeah, I don't know about this shit. Yeah.
Oh my God! Come on.
Yeah.
One man. They're just letting him blow everything up. This is highly irresponsible.
I know. The government is really involved in the plot in this show for the first 2 seasons. It's kind of strange. Also, I love this gag. It's really funny, I think.
I think it is cute. Yes.
But yeah. Also during this episode, Knuckles and Amy show up, and they like help out and stuff. They were just like in the sewers together, like walking around, being like, "What the fuck? Where are we? How do we get back to our world?" Because the Master Emerald is still in Sonic's world, and the whole time that they're in this world, Knuckles is like, "Dude, I gotta get back to our world.
I just don't have a purpose anymore.
I
This
just
is
don't
my
have
whole
a
thing,
purpose.
man.
I gotta get back."
What do I do? He gets really into drinking. You know, he starts gambling. He just tries to distract himself more and more from the Master Emerald. And I was just like, they're just like, come on, man, you're more than just the Master Emerald. And he's like, it's really sad. It is sad. I cried at that episode where they take him to rehab.
Yeah, I mean, after this episode, Knuckles does like split off for a couple episodes. Because a lot of Knuckles is like deal in the first season is that he's like just on his own doing shit. Because
yes,
I mean, we find out in episode 4, which is we're pretty much done with episode 3, but yeah, episode 4. Like we find out, all right. So the chaos controls causing chaos, the chaos control, the chaos emeralds causing chaos control was what sent us to this world. So if we find all the chaos emeralds and cause chaos control again, we'll get sent back to our world. It'll be easy peasy. Just collect all the chaos emeralds. So that is the plot of the entire first season. Is they're just like going around collecting chaos emeralds. That is
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, it's Dragon Ball Z basically. Mixed in
with
is
that's a very big gamble.
Mixed in with like some weird slice of life elements. This show is like half a slice of life anime and half a like shonen anime. It's kind of strange.
I'm not surprised at all. I'm not surprised at all. I will be honest.
The thing is, like, this show is like a lot of times especially in the first season, this show is at its best when it's like taking a like really mundane situation extremely seriously, like deadly fucking serious. It's kind of amazing. But yeah, episode 4, I don't really remember much of. They just are like, yeah, gotta find chaos emeralds. I think there's just like one chaos emerald that's found at a dig site or something, and is like causing a bunch of machines to go whack, and it's on the news and shit. And they're like, dude, we gotta go get that. Episode 5, Eggman tricks Knuckles into fighting Sonic, and they fight. It was
just like the Sonic 3.
Just like Sonic 3. But yeah, it's an alright fight. this is a great line. Sonic is like not taking the fight seriously at all. He's basically just dodging all of Knuckles' attacks, and Knuckles just pissed off the entire time because he's so mad that Sonic is not taking it seriously. And it's fucking destroying trees and shit, and Sonic's just like climbing to the tops of trees and being like, "Oh, what a great view!" in English, and it's great. That's a fun episode.
It's a fun voice actor.
He's amazing. Just like look up some clips of him just saying anything.
I kind of just want you to start doing that voice just in general more often. Without even context. Just do it. I love it. No, you do that. I'll do that on my own.
Fuck. What is this? What is episode 6? I don't even remember. I don't even remember what happens in this episode.
You should probably pull up a synopsis type thing.
It's fine. I don't need a synopsis. The thing is, like, if I don't remember anything about an episode, it's probably because it wasn't important enough to like talk about. Because like there's a lot of very memorable episodes from this show.
Gotcha.
Let's see. What was this one? Giant Free for All. The thing is, like, with season 1 especially, there's just a lot of like very unremarkable episodes that are just like kind of boring, and a lot of really good episodes. It's like really a mixed bag. For the first 2 seasons, it's really a mixed bag.
I assume.
It's really surprised. It's really when it gets to season 3 when it starts to get like really good.
Wait, what?
Like,
season 3 is the one where it gets good?
Season 3, okay, like, it's like, I mean, like,
when it gets like consistently good. The one that didn't even put on television is the one where it gets good?
It was direct to DVD, essentially.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. I mean, it aired on television in America on fucking 4Kids, the butchered, terrible version, but, you know. Not in Japan.
Okay, gotcha.
They didn't get the real Sonic X experience till this fucking year.
I guess not.
Yeah. Oh right, this episode. Oh my god, this fucking weird episode. Episode 8. So Eggman has like sent this weird giant thing, like weird robot thing into space to suck up every single satellite in orbit.
Stop for a second. Where did he get it?
He built it.
Where did he get the stuff to build it? Did they wait? Did they give him the world? Did Gun seed it?
No. Sonic does end up beating him.
Where did he get the robot?
Oh, he's like, it's established that he's built like this base on this remote island. And like Gun throughout all of like a lot of the first season is like trying to like spy on him and like figure out how to infiltrate the base and like make him stop doing his shit, because like they're like, oh yeah, this guy's a terrorist, we need to stop him. Like, yeah, they see him as the government sees him as an active threat and is constantly trying to thwart him.
He was blowing shit up. It's like if there was like Al-Qaeda Island. There's Al-Qaeda Island. The U.S. would not just stand idly by. The U.S. would be very, very upset about that island.
Yeah,
probably blow it up.
I mean, yeah, they are very upset about it. They're just like, they're trying. It's just that Eggman's defenses and all of his robots and shit are so tough to deal with that they're like having a hard time even like getting on the island to spy on him.
Where even did he? Whatever. I'll accept
Eggman
it.
has infinite wealth and resources. He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Fine.
Oh yeah, so Eggman like sends a robot into space to suck up every satellite in the world from orbit and
outside of the world, technically.
Outside of the world, so that he can like broadcast his own television show that will like brainwash everyone into thinking that Eggman is great and that he's cool. Something like that. I think that's his plan in that episode.
All right.
And so Sonic and Tails, they try and go up and stop him, but you know the tornado ain't gonna cut it. It's just a biplane. That's not gonna do much.
Those often do not make it to space, from my understanding.
So Tails and Chris's grandpa Chuck, they devise a plan. They're like, oh yeah, we got this Chaos Emerald. Let's build a new tornado that'll be cool and be able to go to space and use this Chaos Emerald as a power source. So they build the X Tornado, is what it's called. And this, I'm not the biggest fan of its design, but I mean, I'll bring up a picture to show you. X Tornado Sonic X. Yeah, this is what it looks like. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I prefer the Yeah, it looks like a fucking Gundam.
It looks like a Gundam.
And it definitely has Gundam feet, which I'm not a fan of.
It does.
Just because it looks weird. It also has some transformations where it turns into a walker and it uses its Gundam feet to walk around, which looks really weird and ineffectual and doesn't do a whole lot. There's also another form where it like its Gundam feet turn into Gundam arms and then it punches things and like has a sword and shield.
Stupid, though.
It's actually stupid.
The thing is, how can it punching things doesn't make any sense?
No, it doesn't punch anything. I don't think it actually punches anything. I think it just uses like a sword and like guns and shit. But yeah.
He uses a sword and guns.
Something like that. It's a Gundam. Gundams don't make any sense. But yeah, this plane is a Gundam for some reason. I don't understand. It makes no sense.
I don't know what's happening. There's a lot to take in and process. Fair enough. Move it on.
Yeah.
Get out of my sight.
So yeah, they go into space. They wreck the robot. That's the end of that.
Yep.
Oh my god, this fucking weird episode. There's so many weird episodes. Yeah, so episode 9. They're like going to like Sonic and crew. They're just like going to like a beach or something. Sonic's not happy about it because he can't swim. Amy's all for it because she really wants to like go on a dinner date with Sonic. This show like ships Sonic and Amy really hard.
I thought that was just a thing, though.
It is just a thing. It's just like they push it a lot because I mean Sonic is never having it, but like he's
That's Amy's whole character, though.
Yeah, it's not her whole character. It is a lot of her character.
What else is her character?
She is very kind and nice to other people and good.
Do you know? I think you understand what I'm talking about. How boring you just sounded.
Okay, I think I get what you're talking about. I like Amy though. A lot of people don't like Amy, but I like her.
I like Amy. I think she's a fine character. I don't mind.
I think she's fine. I think a lot of her like romantic plans and stuff are like kind of funny in this show. They're always played for laughs. Like it's not really taken seriously a lot of the time. Like when it is taken seriously, it's like it's like that was kind of nice. That was kind of cool. I think it's like because like
not taken seriously. It's not like they're like having a moral thing where it's like kids. This is even love can happen not just between a man and a woman, but between a hedgehog and the opposite gender hedgehog as well. They're never try to have like a sit down more like conversation, like father to son moment.
Yeah, there is like a thing there is a thing in this episode where she's like, oh yeah, she overhears a conversation where like this couple on this beach is like they're like giving each other bracelets or something made out of seashells, and they're like, "Oh yeah, it's like the ocean. It'll help you swim better. It's gonna be cool." And she's like, "Oh yeah, Sonic can't swim. I'll make one of those for him."
0 times anything is still 0. Can't swim. Can't make him swim better.
Okay, 0 plus something is more than 0.
I guess.
Okay, but anyway, like. Yeah, so she's like spending so she spends a little chunk of the episode just like making this bracelet out of seashells, and then Eggman shows up to this resort and he's like, I'm gonna build the Eggman Resort. It's gonna be awesome. He fucking destroys the entire resort and builds this huge theme park in like seconds, and it's hilarious.
Eggman Land. It's Eggman Land.
Yeah, it's Eggman Land.
Yes.
He builds it, and then Amy's like in the process, Amy's like bracelet that she built was just destroyed by one of these robots, and she gets so fucking pissed. She just annihilates everything in sight.
Hell yeah.
And like during the fight, she like falls in the ocean, and Sonic goes after her, even though he can't swim, and like they both like. It's like a cutaway. Like you don't know how they got back to shore, but like they're both fine. They were just like out of it. No, the reason she fell in was because like the bracelet, because like the broken bracelet like fell into the ocean. She was like, no, I can't lose that, and then she jumps in after it, and he goes in to save her. And then afterwards, she's like, no, I don't have my bracelet. And then at the end of the episode, you see him wearing the bracelet. It's like, oh, that's nice. I like this. This is good.
She did get it back, though.
She didn't get it back, and it was broken. But the sentiment is still there. He's like, yeah, this was a gift from my friend.
The sentiment in terms of maybe sand, because that's a sentiment. No wait, that's sediment. You get
that's
the idea.
Sediment, not sentiment. Shit.
I think it was a good one.
Yeah,
I think I made a good rock joke today.
Fierce Sonic. Oh my god! I forgot there was a baseball episode.
Wait, can we take a pause for a second? Just give me, just give me a timeout.
I'll give you a timeout.
Pause.
Yes.
We're paused.
We are. Oh, but the recording?
Yeah.
I can't really do that.
Okay. What I was gonna say is we should I assume we have the screen of the podcast.
Yeah, that's what we have.
It's like we should put a window, and then just have like what you're looking at like on that like little window in the podcast screen, so people have context as well when we're showing like the thing of the arms. I was like, maybe we should like have that like showing like maybe from here on.
This isn't intended to be a podcast, but I could try doing something like that. It's just I have like
the podcast, but just have that like just like a little like.
All right, so I'll move this episode list. I'll move this episode list over here so I can see it there while I have. I mean, it's just Google searches, so
like you just have like just a little box that just shows what's going on.
All right, let's see if I can.
So
do that.
People have a little bit of context. You could like I don't know, just put like an image into the box and whatnot, or like when we're given context.
Nah, that's not what I want. I want. There we go. Whoa. So big. Just put like that. Oops. Whoop. There we go. That should be fine. I'll just like make that.
Anything, yeah. It's probably
I'll just make that like invisible for now. While we're not looking at stuff.
No, yeah, that's fine.
Well, yeah.
And back.
Yeah, there we go. Let's get back into it.
Back.
All right. So yeah, there's a baseball episode.
Baseball.
So yeah, they're
most interesting sport.
It is definitely the most interesting sport.
It totally has not been completely overtaken by football in recent years.
Not at all.
Because football's just actually more interesting, I guess. I don't know. I don't watch sports.
I don't think. I think
this
like
I've been told.
I don't know. Japanese people really like baseball, so I think that's the only reason like that is there. I don't know.
Don't take my opinion because it is literally just someone else's opinion. I have no opinion on
that. Is true. But yeah, so like this episode, there's like a Chaos Emerald that just like lands in this baseball field called Diamond Stadium. Coincidentally, and this guy like that's running the stadium picks it up and he's like, "Whoa, that's cool, nice." Now I have infinite power. And so everyone is like, "Oh hey, there's a fucking Chaos Emerald over there. Let's go get that." Because I think like Tails or someone like wanders in because he just like noticed there was like a signal or something, and he was like, "Whoa, it's Chaos Emerald!" And then he, because he's in the X Tornado, he has a Chaos Emerald with him, and so like the two Chaos Emeralds react and it like makes a big glowing light, and everyone's like, "Whoa, it's a big glowing light! Wow!"
I knew they were gonna react. I thought you meant they were gonna like Chaos Control or something weird like that.
Chaos Control. Double Chaos Control. They're gonna go back in time, Sonic 06 style. But yeah, so
not the baseball guy.
Not the baseball guy. But yeah, so everyone shows up, including Eggman, who's like, "Ooh, there's two Chaos Emeralds. Except I also have a Chaos Emerald that I just stole from you. Hello."
What?
Eggman steals one of the Chaos Emeralds at some point. I think one of these episodes, he steals a Chaos Emerald.
Son of a bitch.
I don't know how he does it, but he does it. He has one of the Chaos Emeralds. They also have one of the Chaos Emeralds, and Eggman's like, "All right, I'll challenge you to a game of baseball. The winner gets the Chaos Emerald."
I was actually going to reference Shangong Wu, which is a different, just a cartoon show. Not going to go into context.
Okay.
But like, totally, it just like. That's exactly what the show is about. Sorry, go on.
Oh yeah.
Not baseball related, but
yeah, they do their baseball. Eggman is 100% cheating because he's got a bunch of robots that are like super powerful. Sonic's really good at baseball, and eventually Also, there's this like thing about I think this thing happening in this episode of like Chris is like too scared to swing the bat or something like that because these robots are throwing the balls way too fast.
So is he just bunting then to protect himself?
No, he's not doing anything. He's just fucking not even swinging, just sitting there being like, oh, no.
Just stay on the fucking bench, okay?
Yeah.
Just let someone else handle it.
There's this one funny point where they have Cheese go up to bat, and since he's a Chow, he's so small that his like the window to be able to like I don't know, the window of which you have to throw the ball to get a strike is like smaller because he's shorter. He's like really minuscule, and so they just have to get a ball every single time, and he gets a free pass, and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna walk around because I'm Cheese. Sick. There's like a bunch of silly shenanigans like that. It's great.
It's cute.
It's cute and fun. Eventually they get I think Eggman gets the Chaos Emerald, something like that.
What?
Or no, it's a draw. No, it ends in a tie. It's a tie.
That's so
also the stadium was shutting down, and now because they got such a big crowd during that fight, they were like, oh yeah, we're gonna keep this stadium. Thanks, dude who found the Chaos Emerald, for keeping it nice and spiffy for this good game of baseball.
It was not a good game of baseball.
No, it was not. It ended in a draw. No one likes a draw.
It was the most like backdoor, just underhanded, sleazy game of baseball that's ever existed.
Oh my god. Okay. Episode 11 is getting into some more weird things that are just really strange. So
one thing I do want to mention is there is one character that was briefly mentioned in episode 1 that has just not shown up at all so far.
And this is why. Because they were saving her for later. And it is Rouge the Bat. She has shown up, and she's like stealing gems left and right. She steals a Chaos Emerald or something from somewhere because she's like, yeah, I love my jewels. Ooh, they're pretty. And so yeah, and like I think there's this. Okay, so the government. Meanwhile, while this is happening. Well, incidentally, Rouge is just stealing things, and everyone's like, "Oh, this is a problem." There's this thief going around stealing things. The government is also planning like a siege on Eggman's base. They want to storm the place, but they're like, "Hey, we can't get Sonic to like answer any of our phone calls or anything."
For a good reason.
For a good reason.
You kind of messed that one up. You had a chance. Kind
of ruined the relations there immediately, but you know. So they devised this genius plan to capture him by luring him with a fake cat. Oh my god! I totally forgot about the teacher. Oh, okay. Let me just briefly go over this. Chris's like elementary school that he goes to. His teacher is replaced with a government agent spy who is spying on Chris and like putting bugs in his house and shit. Oh my god, I love it.
I love it.
No. There's this great gag in one of these episodes where like he goes over to Chris's house to plant bugs in his house and stuff, and like they're like really being really terrible about like the fact that they're hiding this like all these animals in this house, and he's just like staring at this painting this whole time being like, man, what great art. Just like totally acting like he's totally oblivious to the situation. It's like it's really funny. Also in that episode, that was also the episode, so you know the policeman guy from the very first episode.
I was thinking about him a lot.
He is apparently Chris's uncle. And he's also there at that point in time.
Thanksgiving awkward.
Yeah, he's like talking all about like, oh man, that hedgehog, he was so fast. He's the one person that was faster than me. But you know, I okay. Also,
faster than your car.
There's also faster than his car. That guy is also. There's also just like this weird running gag that he has with his speech, where like he'll say like, "Oh, I remember things quickly, but I forget them just as fast." And like he says things like that, like, "Oh, I fall in love easily, but I fall out of love just as fast." Like he says that about everything. Like he shows up to places early and then leaves them early because he's just so like. fucking. He's just so autistic about being the fastest. It's really funny. Like, I like him. He's great. Also, every time he shows up, he announces himself with this different long title about how he's like the supersonic wind, or like the ultimate speed demon of the roads, or some shit like that. Anyway, back to this Rouge episode, because anyway, so this spy teacher guy that was introduced earlier that I forgot about, because he's not really that important, honestly. But when he shows up, he's kind of funny sometimes. Yeah, he gives Chris like this. He like coyly tells Chris, "Oh hey, I heard there was like a Chaos Emerald over in this place as as a bait to like trap Sonic, because Chris is in cahoots with Sonic, and he's like, oh yeah, I'll capture Sonic. And Rouge is like, oh yeah, I love jewels. I'm gonna go steal that Chaos Emerald. Ooh. And so she tricks Sonic by like switching a road sign or something, just so it like points the other way, like fucking Wile E. Coyote style.
Yes.
And then she goes to try and get the Chaos Emerald, but it was a bait. There was no Chaos Emerald, and she is captured by the police. But they're like, all right, well, this wasn't what we planned on capturing, but maybe we could do with her. We could see what could work here.
What? She's
so
a criminal.
She's a criminal, so we should put her in jail. But the president of the world has better ideas.
President of the world is a DeviantArt account.
He does have a DeviantArt account. He totally does.
I don't like him.
Actually, no. His assistant definitely has a DeviantArt account, but we'll get to him.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, so he's like, oh hey, Rouge, you're like a criminal and stuff, but like, I can lift that. I can excuse that shit if you like help us sneak into Eggman's base and deal with all his shit.
Oh my god, you get it, the wrong criminal. Okay, that's that thing where it's like to catch a criminal, we gotta get a criminal. You can't just get.
It is 100% that. But for some reason,
get any criminal. You have to. It's like, you can't just get like. Of someone who like commits arson to solve like serial killers. It's you have to get the correct. You have to like match it up like it's tic-tac-toe. You can't just freestyle it. You can't just free will it.
Yeah. The only this like weird thing that like Rouge just helps the government out all the time is sort of strange, but I also sort of understand it because there's like she has this like lesbian cop friend, and I think they're just like good enough friends that Rouge is just willing to help out all the time.
She's a lesbian cop friend.
They're like
it's a lot to take in.
They're 100% in lesbians with each other, and it's kind of great.
A lot to take in.
There's a lot to take
in. Like with the original. Gonna have Sonic have a human girlfriend named Madonna.
Yeah,
this is
kind
weird.
of. It's kind of like that. They go on dates and stuff. It's kind of great.
They go what?
I don't know. It's like never explicitly stated, but there's a lot of sexual tension between them. Also, look at her.
Explicitly stated. I'm glad it's not explicitly stated. God, she looks like she's just hollow of soul in that picture.
This fucking
everything has left her.
Like they're great.
She's angry.
She's very angry. She gets really angry at Rouge, but again, Rouge just enjoys teasing her a lot and is great. I ship it. I ship a lot.
What the fuck? Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Her name was Topaz?
Her name is Topaz, which is a jewel, and Rouge loves jewels.
I know. I saw that. I was like, you're kidding me.
I'm not kidding.
It's cute. It's clever. I love it. I'm upset by it.
I would be baffled if it wasn't intentional.
All at once.
Okay, yeah.
That was something to take in.
So the government teams up with Rouge, and they like do their spy espionage thing. They sneak into Eggman's base, map out the place. Rouge has a bomb strapped to her because they still don't trust her a lot, but she does like a thing.
That's the wrong way to do that. That's the wrong way to handle things.
But she takes the bomb off of herself because she could have done that the whole time because she's Rouge.
Oh my god.
And then she throws out a robot and saves Topaz's life or something like that.
Let's just take a step back. You don't give a criminal a bomb. That's first thing. Second thing, you secure the bomb to the criminal if you are gonna do it.
Well, it was secured to her wrist. She was just able to because
that's the one place where you could the most easily remove it.
I mean, she just kicked it off of herself because her
put it on your back. You know that part of the back you can't scratch easy. You just put the bomb there.
Well, she has her wings there. She can't fly if she has the bomb strapped there.
I don't know. Fine.
Also, while this is happening, Eggman has this giant robot that looks kind of like a chicken that has a fan, like an enormous goddamn fan that is just blowing wind on Sonic and his friends. Or no, Sonic's friends, and then Sonic shows up and he's so fast that he's able to run past the wind and destroy the robot.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's what's happening. It's really strange. I don't know what the plan is with this robot. This is a 2-part episode too. With this fucking fan robot, it's really weird. Kind of a boring one.
I don't know. There's a lot going on for me. I'm
this one.
My mind's been freaking twisted, turned, and just flipped over right now, like a goddamn.
I mean, it's a lot going on, but that I just went over 3 episodes in a very short span of time. That's how much happened in those 3 episodes.
I really think it's just the thing with Topaz and Rouge is a lot to process.
It is a lot to process. It's really weird.
Fair enough.
Oh yeah, why not? Oh yeah, this. Oh my god. So after that whole thing, Gunn is all right, we're gonna go and fucking fuck up Eggman. Let's go do that.
It worked so well the first time.
Yeah, it worked so well the first time. So they launched this huge, massive attack on Eggman's base.
Yes.
While Rouge and company are sneaking around the back to plant a bomb or something in Eggman's base.
They're a big fan of bombs.
Yeah, they're a big fan of bombs. Or no, they found a nuclear fusion reactor or something. They were gonna destabilize it or something some bullshit. They were gonna blow up his base.
That's such a bad idea. What if we just fucking blew up a goddamn nuke with our entire army there? Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah, it is a great idea. Also,
why didn't we think of this earlier?
It's also the entire attack is broadcast on live television because live television in this world just broadcasts literally everything that ever happens. Yeah, and so Sonic and team are oh hey, this whole attack is happening on Eggman's base. We should go help out or something because they're all gonna fucking die.
Yeah.
They go and do that. Also Knuckles
to have them go attack the front so we could have this second army flank the back. The stronger army, we'll use the first ones as decoys, we'll let them die, and then we'll drop a nuke on the army and let everyone just die and completely invalidate the fact that we just did the whole thing. It's ridiculous. What the hell are you doing?
Yeah, also Knuckles sneaks in to this whole conflict by getting into into the missile part, the missile shooting part of a plane. And gets shot out of a plane on a missile and rides a missile in.
Did you do that?
It's fine. He just wanted to break things.
Was he just taking a nap?
He also wanted Chaos Emeralds. He wanted them. He needs to get back to his world, and Eggman has some of them. Yeah. So Sonic shows up, and he's "Yo, I'm gonna wreck your shit, Eggman." And Eggman's like, "Nope. Fuck you. I've got Chaos Emeralds, and they're gonna power this fucking robot that looks like an 80s mech 80s mech." Hold on, yeah. I need to find this thing.
Or gun them.
Eggman. No, it doesn't even look like. It looks like fucking
Alien?
No, not 90s. It's more like.
I'm running out of things. Was it Orange? I don't remember. Big O.
Shit.
The Big O? Is that what it's called?
More that era.
I'm trying my hardest, I'll be honest. I don't know that much about mech.
I can't find it. No.
Oh no.
Maybe if I just look up Sonic Eggman mech? Eggman mech. It's a mech. It looks...
Describe it. Just describe it for now then.
It's it's like early mech design, like boxy and just sort of like like. Oh my god, there it is. I found a picture of it. Oh Jesus Christ, that is not a good picture of it. There we go. That's a good one.
That's a transformer.
Yeah, it looks like a fucking transformer.
It looks like Starscream.
It looks like Starscream. Yeah. Hold on, let me bring that up. That's a very tiny picture, but
we tried our hardest.
I tried my hardest. I don't know why I can't find any pictures of this.
It looks like Starscream.
I keep wanting to say Mazinger, but I know that's wrong. Get a Robo. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, like the first time I saw it, I was like, that looks like fucking Get a Robo. Holy shit. Yeah, really, it's like a really just.
Wow, you get a Robo.
Why don't I get a Robo? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eggman just has a lot of very strange mech designs in the show. A lot of them are like very like angular and smooth looking, and some of them are just like this, where it's just like an 80s mech, and it's like, why? What?
I don't know. Fair enough.
Yeah. So Sonic is fighting him with and this thing is like beating Sonic, but Sonic grabs the Chaos Emerald or something and beats it, and everyone's like, "Yo, sick! Sonic beat him. He won the day. He did it. Sick, epic." That's how that ends. And also the fortress is completely destroyed in the process. Except in the next episode is revealed Eggman had a secret underground mobile fortress that it's called the Egg Fort, and it has a drill on it. Hold on, let me find a picture of this Egg Fort. It's so fucking ludicrous.
Is that the thing from the show? Is it just it's CG?
Yeah, there's like a few like CGI things like this.
The CGI, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Shit, that's a very tiny picture. But yeah, it's like this. It's a big drill spaceship. Oh my god, the Egg Fort 2 is just the fucking.
That's the thing. Star Trek.
Yeah, it's the Egg Fort 2 is it's just the Enterprise. But you know, we'll get to the Egg Fort 2 later.
I guess we will.
It happens much later. So yeah, he then uses the Egg Fort, launches this big attack on Station Square. Sonic's not having it. He's like, dude, I'm gonna go wreck that. He goes and wrecks it. That's what happens. That's the entire episode.
Damn. What a hero.
The next episode, Sonic and friends, they just go and find a sunken ship and there's a Chaos Emerald in the treasure hoard there, and they're like, wow, there's a treasure hoard. Also Eggman attacks. Kind of an unremarkable episode. I think it has like some decent action.
Before or after the Chaos Emerald?
What? Oh, there's a sunken ship before the Chaos Emerald. This Chaos Emerald just happened to be in the treasure hoard of the just happened. So I don't know how these Chaos Emeralds get to a lot of the places that they do, because like sometimes they're like underground, which makes no sense. Sometimes they're like in a government vault, which kind of makes sense. Sometimes they're like in weird places like that. Yeah. Knuckles just Fury. Is this the fucking episode where Knuckles just like? So I think this is the episode where Knuckles is just like, you know, off on his own, looking for Chaos Emeralds. He finds this guy in like this weird Mayan temple thing. He finds this guy. He saves him from like a death trap. He also finds the Shovel Claws. And he's like, sick, Shovel Claws. Why are they here? What? But, you know, it's brush your side. He has Shovel Claws now.
All right. Gotcha.
Yeah, he saves this guy. His name is Hawk. And he's like, dude, I can help you find a Chaos Emerald. I know a guy who knows a guy. But, you know, they're a little seedy. And so Knuckles goes to this really seedy-looking neighborhood to this bar, which they fucking localized into, like, a McDonald's or some shit in the 4Kids version.
It's a McDonald's!
It's like this really seedy-looking McDonald's with hamburgers in the background. It's just like, what the fuck is this? I don't even want to look up pictures of it. It's really fucking silly.
Background really made my day.
Yeah, he goes to this seedy bar, and all these dudes are like, "Dude, we're like fucking criminals, dude. We're gonna capture you, dude." And they do. They capture Hawk and they capture Hawk and Knuckles. put him in jail, and Knuckles is like,
What kind of criminals are these? They're doing it all wrong. That's not what criminals are supposed to do. That's what the police do.
It's like a seedy criminal jail.
Bad at their jobs.
I don't know. This is a very strange town.
What is it, opposite day around there?
Maybe. Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
So, and to make a long story short, him and Hawk escape, and they find a Chaos Emerald, I think. Yeah, they find a Chaos Emerald. Or no, Hawk has the Chaos Emerald. He's in jail, and they throw Knuckles into the same jail that he was in by tricking him into falling into a pit trap. Knuckles can glide, which this show forgets a lot.
You're right again, dude.
He does it like one time, and it's just completely forgotten. It's kind of strange. But, you know, he falls into a pit trap.
Shovel claws.
He has shovel claws. He does have shovel claws. Boy, does he have shovel claws. Every time he brings them out, it does like the anime like swing with a little sparkly on it. It's like shovel claw, and he brings it out. He's like, yeah, sick shovel claws. My favorite.
I'm down.
So yeah, they break out. Eggman sends this fucking weird ninja lady robot that can shapeshift after them, and she wields like a giant
Terminator 3?
Terminator 3, except it's a ninja lady that wields a giant spike ball on a chain. They fight her. Rouge is also there, and she helps fight them.
What?
Rouge also shows up because she's like, I want that Chaos Emerald. They fight. Rouge doesn't get the Chaos Emerald. Knuckles gets away with the Chaos Emerald. And then Hawk is like really torn up about the fact that Knuckles is leaving because he's like, man, he's like my one good friend.
He's not gone yet, dude.
No. He meets him like maybe one more time before he's never shown up again.
Okay, yeah. They're not that good of friends.
I mean, he did save his life, so like, you know, I don't know. Oh my god, this fucking episode is weird. So this episode.
This episode's weird.
Yeah, this episode is weird.
What's the others?
So Sonic and Tails and Chris are like in the tornado.
Forgot about him.
The X tornado. Yeah, I know. I forgot about Chris too. He's like really unimportant and kind of just there for like the entirety of the first season. I completely forget that he's there half the time. Every time he shows up, I'm like, oh yeah, he's alive. It's really the second season where he starts to get like actually annoying, and then the third season he's like fine again.
Okay then. That's good to look forward to.
Yeah.
Prodigal son effect.
Yeah, so this episode, they're all just like looking for a Chaos Emerald. They like crash land or something in a savannah, and they find out that like some fucking dudes are just building a dam in the middle of the savannah, and they're like, "What? Why the fuck are you building this dam here? There's all these animals, doing animal things. It's the middle of a savannah. Why would you need a dam? That makes no sense." And they're like, shut up, you're a kid, you wouldn't understand. Hydroelectric power. Except there's no water, it's a fucking savannah.
Okay, so it is just there. It is
just actually, it makes no fucking sense why they would build this thing here. And they never explain why.
You're just admitting that. I think you're just implying that there was water.
No,
so
there was not.
Okay, cool, gotcha. Fun people.
Yeah, they're fun. And so they go into like a nearby town or something, and they like bring a bunch of animals with them, these really sympathetic looking animals, and they're like, man, hey, people, there's these people making a dam, that's not good. And they go and protest, and the dudes making the dam are like, fine, we won't make the dam then. And they plan to like burn down the fucking forests and shit.
That solves nothing.
I know it solves nothing, but they're like, oh yeah, it will cause a lot of like if we burn down the forests, it'll like make a lot of cloud cover, which will make more rain or something like that, and then they'll be wishing there's a dam here. Also, Eggman is here and fighting Sonic with a camouflaged ape machine thing. It's like an ape robot.
I'm sure. Okay.
That can turn invisible, but only in natural environments because they bring him to the construction site and all the construction machines make it so that he can't camouflage himself, and that's how they defeat him.
Well, okay.
Really fucking weird episode.
That's a detail that you just mentioned.
I completely forgot about it.
That's a detail okay, well then.
There's also this scene where Eggman is almost attacked by some crocodiles, and then he fucking electrocutes them. This whole scene was cut from the 4Kids version.
Good. That would have been fun. I would not have liked watching that as a kid.
Yeah, he's almost attacked by them, and then he's like, shit, and then he fucking electrocutes them.
Damn.
Yeah. Also, the two guys that were like in charge of the dam operation were arrested for attempted arson. Good. Yeah, very good. I like that they clarify that.
Yeah, I'm glad.
This next episode. Oh my god, this next episode is weird. So Chris's mother is an actress, like a really famous bigwig actress. And for some reason, sometimes when she's like doing a shoot, she'll just have Chris and his friends just on the set for no reason. This is one of those episodes. And in this episode, the set is like a literally haunted mansion.
Yes.
And like they're like filming like this I don't know, they're filming something. Chris's mom was dressed up like a princess or something, I think, because like it's a mansion, and they're like, oh, mansion. But this mansion is literally haunted, and all the townsfolk actually like are aware of the fact that this place is haunted, and they just didn't even mention it. Also, the things that are haunting this place is King Boom Boo from Sonic Adventure 2.
Well,
he's the one that is him, and all of his little ghosts, the little ones that'll grab you in Pyramid Cave. Yes. Those guys are the ones that are haunting this place.
Well, okay. That's something to mention. That's something to fucking mention.
Yeah. Hold on. I need to find a picture of like Amy when she's, because like some of them get like possessed. Some of the people get. Some of the characters get like possessed by these.
Like.
Amy.
I have seen like I do know what that is. Like the face they get. It's cool. It is very spooky.
Oh my god, it's actually this face is actually amazing. Like this episode is kind of great despite how weird it is. It's actually really creepy and cool looking.
I just gotta say, god damn it, like the internet. There's just like the fifth picture from the top.
Pictures of fucking feet.
God damn it.
No, don't. Not on my watch. I'm not putting that on the screen.
The internet is goddamn incorrigible sometimes.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, it is a very solid.
It's really cool. This is a good episode. Like towards the latter half, the beginning is a little slower. But like once it gets to all the weird spooky ghost shit, it's like yeah, sick.
Spooky.
Oh my god, this is one of my favorite episodes in like the entire show right here. This one.
All right. What episode is it?
So this is episode 20, Departure Egg Fort 2. This is when the Egg Fort 2 shows up. It's completely like glossed over, and happens like completely at the end. At the end of the episode, it's like basically a joke. But the plot of this episode is that Chris and like all of Sonic's friends are like, they're like, all right, we've been doing a lot of hero work. Let's go on a vacation. We're going on a cruise. We've been forced to do this by Chris's parents. I think Chris's dad specifically. He's like, dude, you gotta go on this vacation. And you know, they're on a cruise ship surrounded by water and they can't go anywhere. So Sonic is fucking losing his mind on this cruise ship. And he's the entire time he's like running around like trying to come up with plans to like force everyone to like get him off of there or something like that. He's like pretending to flirt with Amy so that she'll be like, yeah, let's get off this thing, and then like she finds out that he was fucking with her, and then she's like pissed off and trying to kill him, and it's like and there's shit like he's just like running around the ship and trying to jump as far as he can out to the ocean, and and like the sea captain's like, how far do you think he got that? How far do you think he got that time? And it's like fucking episode is amazing. Oh yeah, this one point where because Chris like or someone like called in like Chris's dad to be like, hey, we gotta get off this ship, Sonic's going crazy. So he sends like a bunch of elderly folk on this ship to just to teach them how to relax is the idea, but they're all just like so boring and senile that it's like hilarious. Like Chris is just having this really long game of chess with this one old dude. There's this one like woman who is talking to Cream, and every time Cream explains something, she like asks her to explain it again because she just like keeps going in like this infinite loop cycle of like, oh, so your friend, so you like you do these things. It just like keeps going its loop. It's like, oh my god, this fucking episode is so good. Like if you have to watch any one episode from Sonic X, like to see if you want to like watch this episode. It is amazing. Episode 20 of season 1. Oh my god, is it good. Also at the end they like find an iceberg or something because they were they were specifically looking for icebergs or something like that. And Eggman shows up, he's got the egg fort too, and Sonic jumps on the iceberg and he's all slippery.
Did they not learn from the goddamn Titanic? You don't want to find the iceberg. Well,
they didn't see the iceberg. That's why they crashed into it. If you're looking for the iceberg, you're gonna see it.
You're right. That would have solved everything.
So yeah, that episode's amazing. The next episode, what even is this one? Sonic and Sam do like a race or something. I think that's. Oh right.
Oh, I wonder who's gonna fucking win that one.
Yeah. So I should mention, like this episode is like mostly like filler. I mean, most of the first season is filler. Yeah, this one, I should mention that the president has like this assistant guy that like comes up with all these plans for like, oh yeah, you gotta get reelected. We'll do this for like this publicity thing to gain like public favor. Like he comes up with all these ideas for like public favor, and this is like I think this is like one of the first episodes where he shows up and he's like important. But this president's assistant, he's like come up with this plan like, oh hey, we're gonna have this race between Sonic and Sam. They're the two fastest guys, and the winner, who will most definitely be Sonic, will shake the hand of the president, and we'll get pictures and stuff. It'll be like, and wow, the president is shaking Sonic's hands. That's amazing. He's definitely gonna get reelected. He has a bunch of really
president's gonna have like that zappy, like the joy buzzer on his hand, so he like when he does it. It's really funny.
Yeah, no. So they race, and Sonic pretends to do a photo finish, like, oh, they both like hit the finish line at the last second, but instead Sonic actually just
he fucks it up.
No. Instead, Sonic goes so fast that the cameras don't that they like go through it frame by frame, and Sonic jumped over the finish line, ran into the camera, did a pose, and then ran back to make it look like he did the photo finish. So he like won the race twice over, which is cool.
Wow!
And then he just walks away when. And also I think like the president just isn't able to be there or something. So the whole plan was completely ruined.
Was for the president to be there and shake the hand of the international terrorist.
This shit happens to all of this man's plans every single time. He cannot be successful.
Sonic is still considered an international terrorist, right?
No, not at all. He's considered an international hero because he
when did this happen?
Because he destroyed Eggman's base back when they were like raiding it.
Okay, that is why. Gotcha. I thought he was still on the hit list. I'll be honest. Okay, gotcha.
Let me start speeding through episodes because like I think the rest of these are like not.
I think we could probably do like just season 1 and then.
All right. Yeah.
We'll call it for now.
I mean, we're basically at the end of season 1.
How many episodes are there to season 1?
There are 26 episodes in each season.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at these. I'm like, that one, I don't even remember what that one is. That one's not really that interesting. I don't even know what. Oh my god, that episode. That's weird. And then the last 2 episodes. Okay.
All right.
So I'm gonna skip ahead to episode 24 because it is a kind of a funny one. So it starts off.
Nothing worth mentioning in between, though.
Not really anything. I don't remember what episode 22 was. Episode 23, there's just like a photo shoot and or not a photo shoot. Like there's like okay. I'll just explain episode 23 because like I know what actually happens in that episode. There's like
we're here for the lore.
We're here for the lore. That's what we're here for. So Chris's father has a plan for like his anniversary with his wife. You know, they're like, oh yeah, it's our anniversary. I have a special plan, and his special plan is to, because she's like on a film set right now, he's going to go on dressed as like the person that she's supposed to be filming with, because she's like doing like a love story or something like that.
Yeah.
And present her this Chaos Emerald ring.
Yeah, as I called it.
Yeah. And so at this point in the story, they have 5 Chaos Emeralds.
That's a gigantic ring.
And he has found the 6th one that he's going to present to his wife as a Chaos Emerald, as a ring, because he's like anniversary present. At this point, everyone is like really concerned about like finding more Chaos Emeralds, because they have so many it could cause like a reaction.
Yeah, that's
or
fair.
Something like that. And so what happens is when he gets on set to do his whole thing, he trips and falls and he drops the Chaos Emerald and it causes a reaction and shit goes haywire. Also, Eggman is there.
Okay, yeah, sure, why not? Of course.
The only reason I wanted to actually go over this episode is because there's this one scene towards the end where so Chris has this butler man who's like supposed to be this I think he's implied to be Japanese, like in race, because I think this takes place in like pseudo America, kind of. It's never actually stated where in. I don't even know if it even is Earth, but like
maybe it's like in Phoenix, right, where they have like sort of a hybrid USA Japan type country.
It's kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this butler dude, he's like super into samurai movies. He's like basically their like bodyguard sort of thing. And there's this one scene towards the end of the episode where he's like, I failed to protect the Thorndikes, and he's like, I'm going to commit seppuku is like what he's about to do. And Chris's dad is like, no, stop doing that. You don't need to do that. But I just think this is really funny, like localization that they did in the fucking 4Kids dub. They changed it to because in this scene he's like unbuttoning his uniform to like cut his stomach.
Yeah.
And so in this scene he's like, I've failed you. I don't deserve this uniform anymore. It's just like, what the fuck? Okay.
Good save,
I guess. Like, what?
It's better than seppuku. Better than that, I'll say.
I think it's really funny though.
That is funny.
Next episode, 24, starts out. Sonic is fighting this Eggman robot.
Yes.
He defeats the Eggman robot. But also Amy is there, and she's like being attacked by the robot, and he saves Amy. They fall into a hay bale. Wow, cute.
Couple of needles in a haystack.
But during this fight, this little like microchip just gets lodged into Sonic's ear, And so
Sure.
when they're on the
Yeah,
hay
that
bale,
all
he's like just picking his ear, like be like, oh, what's that weird thing in my ear? I don't like that. That doesn't feel right. And Amy's like, oh, thank you for saving me. And she looks at him, and she just gets really mad because she thinks that he's ignoring her.
Now I just know what Sonic's ears look like, because that's like something falling into your ears. Actually, just like a terrifying, like, oh god, man, that's awful. He does have huge ears. Oh my god, I hate it. I didn't expect to be googling that today either. Sonic's ears. Oh god. Well, sorry.
But yeah,
That's just like a terrifying, just like. Ugh.
yeah. So they go home, back to Chris's mansion, and Sonic's just like hanging out on the roof, like he does all the time, and he's like picking his ear, and everyone's like, dude, what the fuck is up with Sonic? He's just been up there all day trying to pick his ear, and like not Chris, Tails and Chuck are like doing some experiment. They like they turn on like some radio or something, and then Sonic starts going like berserk. He's like, whoa, whoa, and then he starts running, and he does not stop, and he cannot stop. He just starts running forever. He cannot stop himself from running. So this whole episode is them just like trying to devise like plans to stop Sonic in place and like capture him to make him stop running and figure out what's wrong with him.
It's like Speed, but with Sonic the Hedgehog. It's like that movie Speed, where he can't go less than 50 miles an hour, the bus explodes.
Yeah.
It's Sonic.
But it's Sonic. Yeah, they like try and capture him in a hamster wheel and shit like that. They try and trick him into like landing in some like goo, like sticky goo, but by racing with Sam, and Sam so he like takes Sonic down this path, and this path there's like two there's these two doors. There's like the one door and the two door, and Sonic's supposed to go down the one door because that's where the sticky stuff is, and then Sam's supposed to go down the 2-1, and he's like, no, 2? I'm not 2. I'm number 1, and he speeds up and goes into the 1 and gets stuck there.
Of course he is. I knew it.
Yeah.
God, why didn't anyone think? That was so obvious.
Yeah. Yeah, this episode. Eventually, Sonic.
But he finally beat Sonic in a race, though.
I guess.
He did it, Ivy.
But yeah.
That's a victory in my heart.
Like Sonic, like is going to like falling asleep while he's running. Also, in certain scenes, he's like sleeping. They bring him breakfast and lunch and shit while he's running. It's a great episode. Eventually, he like fights the same robot again, and he smashes his head into it like so hard that the thing comes out of his ear, and that's how it's fixed. He lands in the same hay
That's one way to solve it.
Yeah, okay, that's one way to solve it.
Just bash your head into it until it works.
If you have something in your ears, kids, just bash your head into a wall. It'll come out.
Concussions will fix all your problems.
Concussions solve everything.
I'm not a doctor.
Don't trust us.
No, trust us, just not for medical advice.
Yeah.
Yes. Tell me more about Sonic.
All right, so we're coming up on last 2 episodes, season 1. This is the end of season 1, the first season. Yeah, so at this point, Sonic and gang have 6 Chaos Emeralds, and Eggman has a single Chaos Emerald. He's got 1.
Oh, he did do that, didn't he?
Yeah, he still has the 1 Chaos Emerald. And so he finds Knuckles, and he's like, dude, Knuckles, they've got 6 emeralds. I've got like 1 emerald. If we put 1 and 6 together, we'll have 7 emeralds, and we can cause chaos control and go back to our world, and you can have your Master Emerald. And he's like, you're right. I'll go talk to Chris. And he goes and talks to Chris, and Chris. He's like, I guess you're right. You gotta send them back, dude.
Well,
that's what we've been doing this whole time. And so Chris,
go back to his
Chris steals all 6 of the Chaos Emeralds.
Just ask permission.
No, he
God
doesn't.
damn.
He does not ask permission. He does not tell anyone about this. He just goes and grabs the Chaos Emeralds, and he's like, "All right, Knuckles, let's do this. This is the right thing to do. We're gonna do this." And he
You need
goes.
Sonic to go back to his dimension, so you should probably bring Sonic with you.
So he brings the Chaos Emeralds to Eggman, and Eggman, obviously, is like, get trolled, loser. I now have all 7 Chaos Emeralds, and you are now captured. Hello, you are my prisoner.
Oh my god. Wait a minute. I think I remember this episode. Sorry, keep going.
Yeah, Chris is then bolted to a fucking wall in the cockpit.
In the middle of the ocean on a giant robot.
In the middle of the ocean on a giant robot.
I've seen this episode.
That is powered by the 7 Chaos Emeralds.
I've seen this episode.
And Sonic has to fight this giant robot. That is... oh yeah, the Egg Fort 2 actually transforms into this robot. That's what happens.
Wait, no, I have to actually ask a thing. I remember a specific thing. Sonic uses rings to go Super Saiyan.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot.
Chaos Emeralds in this, and I remember that in this episode.
No. The way it works is I completely forgot about the rings because it just like stops being a thing in season 3.
Good. Cool.
Or mostly stops being a thing. But basically, for Sonic to like use his like spin attack, he needs a ring, like at least one ring. So like a lot of the fights are like decided upon. Oh hey, we got to get this ring to Sonic, and they give him a ring, and he's like, yeah, spin time, and he goes spinning.
Yeah.
So yeah. You know the rings. They're not how he goes super form. It is the Chaos Emeralds that does that. Later in this episode, when Chris fucking somehow hulks out and breaks out of this like bolt thing that he's been bolted to the wall on, takes the Chaos Emeralds out of the like reactor while they're like still burning hot, and he's like fucking writhing in pain holding these burning Chaos Emeralds. He's like, Sonic, I did it, I got the Chaos Emeralds, dude. And Sonic goes in and he fucking busts in. He's like, yeah, Chaos Emeralds, supersonic time. He goes supersonic and he beats Eggman, and it's cool. But, and because of this, because all the 7 Chaos Emeralds have been gathered and all this big shit happened, Chaos Control happens again. But instead of Sonic and his friends going back to their worlds fuse into one. And so like Angel Island and like the Flickies and everything is now on this planet.
Why?
The worlds have now merged.
Oh my god. I don't understand the rules of this.
I'll explain. I mean, it's not explained until like the finale of season 2 why this happens at all. But this is the setup for season 2 is this. That the 2 worlds have fused, they are now one world.
2 worlds collide on the inside.
That's a different collide on the inside.
Something all
it also is about like balls rolling around at the speed of sound, you know.
You're right. It's kind of like that. Wow. Well, I think that's a good place to leave this off.
I'm surprised I got that much out of season 1 because I was expecting to have less to say about it because there are so many like just like really fillery episodes where not a lot happens. But there's just so many like weird oddities in even those episodes that are just like, man, this is so weird. I need to explain this.
That's my favorite kind of thing, though, is the weird oddities. Like things you skipped over. I was like, wait, but what about that episode? You're like, oh, there was this thing I want to mention. I was like, yeah, it's the good stuff.
That's the good stuff.
But also, we should probably point out, this is something that was completely spur of the moment.
This is completely spur of the moment. I had no plans. This was no script. I'm literally just looking at the episodes, like the names of the episodes, to remind myself what happened in each episode.
There's no pre-scripting. Maybe next time. Who knows what happened? I
watched this show like 5 episodes at a time every day for like 2 weeks, and just finished it. That was my experience with this show.
And when we basically had technical difficulties, we couldn't do a thing. We couldn't do what we wanted to do. So we were like,
yeah,
what should we do? we were just scrolling down. I saw Sonic CCD. I was like, Sonic CCD. I Googled it. I was like, there's nothing. There isn't. That's not real. Oh, let's do it.
Well,
And it was just like, oh.
And I just wanted to do this anyway because like initially I was gonna like I just wanted to finish the show before like I talked about it at all because I was like, yeah, it's so interesting. I want to talk about it, and then like after I finished it, I was like, there's too much. I need like an entire podcast just for this. It's so fucking bizarre and interesting. I love this show. It's so good.
It's like the Bionicles thing.
It's like Bionicles.
It's just this is like one of Bionicles, but this is better because we space it, so I have some time to like think.
Yeah, you have some time to think, and I have some time to actually look at what I'm supposed to be doing instead of playing a video game.
I actually kind of know a little bit about Sonic, so
yeah,
I'm a bit more on the inside for this one.
Yeah,
I know what a Chaos Emerald is.
I know what a Chaos Emerald is. I know what Chaos Control is. I know what a Sonic the Hedgehog is.
I played Sonic the Hedgehog. Gamer Girl Sonic.
Gamer Girl Sonic.
I like that. Huh?
Oh, I like it a lot.
Yeah. Well, maybe who knows what's gonna happen? Maybe next time we will or will not.
Oh my god! I just remember. I completely glossed over. They're like kind of unimportant in season 1, but Eggman has these 2 robots that like robot companions.
Oh, you're right.
Named Deco and Boko. And also this messenger robot named Bokun, who I love his voice actor. They're so good. They just deliver all his lines amazing. But he's just the perfect little brat. He's always yelling Baka. It's great.
Also, it probably goes without saying, when we do the second episode, there most likely there'll be an apology corner, or like we forgot this at the start of the next episode, where it's like, here's some things we forgot about season 1. There's probably going to be a good bit of that has to be brought up.
No, that's not what it was.
No, that's something else entirely.
Hold on, I need Sonic X Tech. Oh my god, that is such a strange spelling. Yeah, these guys. Bring that up.
I remember.
Yeah, there they are. Look at them. They're great. There's Bokun. Bokun's great.
Cool. All right, so these are things you have to look forward to for the next episode.
Yeah, they play a lot. Like they play like more of a role the more the show goes on.
Really?
It's kind of strange considering they are just like Eggman's goons.
Yeah. So they're just the slapstick.
Yeah, they're kind of like for a while they're just like, oh, I mean, at the beginning they're just like, oh yeah, these are just like his henchmen. They don't really have much of a personality. As the show goes on, they just sort of like start becoming their own characters and like having like actual motivations and shit. It's like, what the fuck? What? Why? Yeah.
Yeah, there's some I just want to end the episode off. I don't remember if it's from this or not, but just because this was like a classic internet thing.
Oh, Eggman saying Pingus is from Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. It's a different cartoon.
Gotcha. Okay.
Just
one of those like classic internet like that was
the actual line that he says is snooping as usual. He just pronounces it really weird. Yeah, snooping as usual is what he says. It's really strange.
Oh, great stuff. And then also, I just have to...
That show will have to have its own like podcast dedicated to it after I've watched all of that. Sonic English. Oh my god, I need to play some of this.
The first image I've just had, if you just go to 0 seconds, just pause it, that's the image I've had on my side computer for like my sidebar for the longest time.
All right, I'm gonna play some of this.
It's a very
No way. See you. Stop. Thank you. All right. Shit. Don't mind, baby. Thank you. Come on. Okay. That's right. What's up? All right. Oh. No way.
So where was it in the video?
Oh, at 000
000.
seconds in, and just pause the screen.
Just a picture of Sonic looking at Chris. Oh my god.
I just had that static image on my just side monitor for like the last hour.
I mean, that's a good one.
And then I just realized, wow, that's a very like.
I mean, this show does like this show does use like a lot of flashbacks, especially in the second season. There's like a lot of just like scenes that are just flashbacks of like a scene that they played in a previous episode. This scene is played at least 5 times in the entire show. They were really proud of this scene, I guess.
That's a good scene. Very emotional. Very good. Oh, but I think that actually is enough for tonight.
Yeah, that was good. I'm surprised I got as much as I did out of season 1. So season 2 is going to be a lot more to unpack. And season 3 is going to be a fucking wild ride because season 3 is dense and amazing. Woo! I can't wait to have to read all the Archie comics for this. That's going to be great. That's going to be an undertaking.
We're going to be able to tackle all the Sonic lore universes, everything.
There's not a piece of Sonic lore. Should we even go, like, are there any video games like that actually need lore explanations? I mean,
I would love to.
I guess Sonic Chronicles kind of ties into like the Archie comic stuff.
What about Sonic and the Dark Brotherhood?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Sonic Chronicles, the Dark Brotherhood.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I mean, there's not a whole lot of lore in the video games, other than like I guess Sonic Unleashed has some lore in it. It's like not very. I don't know. Well, we'll figure it out. If there's any Sonic lore that you need to know,
movies,
any synopsis, I will get to it eventually. Hopefully, I'm gonna fucking watch the Sad AM cartoon. Damn it! I've never seen it. I've only seen like one episode. Maybe. I'm gonna watch the whole thing.
Start writing scripts and whatnot, and
I'm not gonna do that. It's better if it's unscripted and rambly like this.
Maybe we'll see. I think this is fun though. This is cute.
This was fun. I enjoyed this.
Will suffice.
I don't know when we're gonna be able to do another one though. We'll have to figure that out. Let's end off. Let's end it off. Let's
have
finish.
A good one, everyone. Thank you for Sonic.
What should be our
outro thing?
Goodbye.
Unwelcome from Sonic CCD. I fucked it up.
Good job.
Shit.
All right. Goodbye.